Both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New England Patriots. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway in Foxborough.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll look to throw. First hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Now let's go. Green.
Here's White. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. First carry for Leonard Fournette. And an alley to run. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Newton going up top. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. In for the score. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots gearing up to go now. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete here. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Set. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney.
Now back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw here. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Fournette proven to be even more dangerous this year than as a rookie as the Jags come up 1st and 10. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And the 2015 first-round pick, Malcolm Brown, brings him down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
20, ready, 180, ready.
On second down, here's Newton. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
20.
Newton on first down. Dancing to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. A handoff to Fournette. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now Newton on first down. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now Newton. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7th. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play there for New England. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Here we go now. Green.
Now a carry for White. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
They'll set up a throw. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. And this is caught. touchdown, Patriots. Jalen Strong, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A handoff, Fournette running left. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Off-play action. Newton. He's going to look deep down the field. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. 3rd and 2, Newton. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Newton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Throwing again is Newton. His throw incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. 3rd down here. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, You don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Here's Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And a return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this 1st half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Back to throw here. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Forbath will put this one through. So, all right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
Let's see if they do just that. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Something to watch here in Week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Newton. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to loft one. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up first and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action here on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Out of the gun, Newton dumps it off to Fournette, and he'll go down at the 28. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Third and long, it's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's the second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Barney. Here we go now. 3-19.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Gets it to Strong. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Watch him now, Barney. Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
On the handoff, it's Michel. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Leopard! Over!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Dante Fowler in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. His throw caught, right around the 6. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll run. This is White. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run for it. This is White. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. James White taking it in. And the Patriots are back within a score. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result? 6 points.
Touchdown. So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for 2.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
They'll drop the throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop.
Well, Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Newton. And incomplete here on 3rd down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Shrugs him off. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Patriots take over. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Over. Here we go now. Green 39, green 39.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Over. Here we go now. 3-19.
They're going to look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Fournette, a first down carry. Oh, he bowls over it. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Again, it's Fournette. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Fournette. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, Marvin, our number 1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there? And that's what.
Touchdown, Jaguars! A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7th. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Rob Gronkowski, 71 yards. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Forbath, the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Fournette on the counter. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And they'll run it here. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And on the ground they go with a running back. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Jaguars send out their punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And now out come the Patriots. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And that disastrous play, partner, is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they give up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is Do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Hey, you got 4. You got 4 down. 4 down.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.